Pota.
Thank you, Yinsu. Yes, bind before us. They looked flat, I believe, as Paperthin said at the end of Split. Vikings did specifically. They're going to have a chance to make things a bit better here, but Potter, are you expecting better?
Asking the real questions, Doug. You know, I gotta be honest, I'm pretty nervous for Vikings right now. I hope that they're gonna come out swinging. I'm looking straight at Saucy, right? Paperthin touched on it on that first death segment. 7-1 in his opening kills, very involved, and now he's going back to his comfort champion. His bread and butter on that Sova. Certainly this should help him start facilitating the movements on the map, right? We talked about their defenses last time on Split. It was faltering a little bit. This time around on that Sova, he should be able to move around the chess pieces on the server a little bit easier in the Vikings players.
Well, I think another player we have to keep an eye on is GTN. The desk highlighted it. He's back on the raise. Give me some more. I need some more firepower, baby. I need some more gunpowder. Make something happen for Brazil. Vikings starting off on the attacking half. You've already seen, space taken away. And if it's not off the sky, it's off of the Sova. But they do the same thing, and this is so good for Gambit.
It certainly is. And good delay there with the Asher utility. Look at Saucy, he's still in drone form here. The timing is going to be brutal. Defo finds an opening, and Sudakos will see if he'll be able to respond.
Ooh. They're going to have to turn their attention back, and they do. GTN starting off great as Sudakos gets a second one as well. The flank that we talked about, the disaster spot, is really taken care of, and off of that, Vikings are able to rotate away, understanding there were two who were pinching in. B should be open. They're absolutely right.
Yeah, they should be able to get the spike down here. And Redgar, he's made it in time. He's in the general vicinity. He's got to be very wary of this elbow push. It's about to be a 1v1 Astra diff moment here. Redgar versus Sudakos. We'll see who comes out on top here.
Got armor. He didn't need it. Didn't need a lick of it. He's able to win that out. A 3v2 still in favor of Vikings as the spike ticks away. Gambit looking to find an opening. It's big that they were able to take elbow control, but their job's not quite done. A great flash as FRZ swings out. Up from Hookah, not finding anything quite yet. They continue to go forward. Redgar finds it, has to find the second one though. Sadhak dancing away. You still have to take care of the player that's up in Hookah. Redgar looking to get it potentially to half. No, Sonic swings out at just the right time. I don't know that he got it to half. Sadhak's still alive. The noose and Shados gets the kill, but he didn't get it to half. It's not gonna matter. Vikings win the pistol again.
Oh man, what a close turn of affairs. And
flank ease, perhaps.
Flank ease.
We're gonna stick with that.
I like it.
Yeah, flank ease. The flank ease, they feel the pressure and they go elsewhere. Now look at Gambit, this time attacking from a short, taking some of that space away. Redgar's got plenty of info, and you've got Nats who's staying back on the site. He's gonna have a chance at something big here. He's got a shorty. And I love that because off the utility that he has set up, he's forcing them into his lap, but the flash in his face, the bullets take care of him as well. FRZ looking to go hunting, looking to find some more. Sassy gets the spike down.
And Vikings are not messing around, man. They got into that B site so fast. That Viper wall was meant to slow them down, meant to make them second guess just a little bit before they just brute force their way into there, but that Sova dart, perfect timing. And this should be a pretty clean round. Now Shados, he does have the Sheriff on his back. He's had some spectacular shots on the first map. We'll see what kind of damage he can do.
Player standing.
Not at all.
That was surely just get something. No, nothing. A prime gaming flawless for Vikings as they win the pistol. They hold serve in the second round. Now Gambit should be able to respond, but you know, we talked, Potter, about...
We'll see what happens though. Gambit have a healthy purchase coming into this one. Well, I say healthy, but only one with full armor. Either way, full rifles across the board. And one of those pesky bonuses once again coming out for Vikings. I like the fact that GTN is focusing on those orbs. We'll definitely see that showstopper coming into play by at least the second or third gun round.
With hopefully more success than what we saw previously. He did have that one moment as the dusk highlighted, but other than that, it was a bit lackluster.
Oh, this timing. Holy.
He made his way in behind enemy lines. Sadak has control of U-Haul. Or Trailblazer in his face. They push him right back. But you haven't dealt with him, and you don't know he's there!
Take your
Defo
time.
dashing away! not going to be able to stay alive long enough to make a difference. Sadak gets too big there. You called it, Potter. The timing to get into U-Haul to create that space, really, I mean, it cracks the side open for Vikings. Now they're going to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
It certainly will. Not only that, but because those 2 kills came so fast and no trades in sight, Vikings have a real good idea that they have all of backside in their control. You can see Viper feeling a little more risky, getting more into that forward position at pipe. Now Vikings are looking like this is a secured dub. 100% should be in the bag, and Gambit are feeling that as well as they start to back up and see if they can at least salvage some of these weapons for themselves. I wouldn't be surprised if Vikings just go ham here and hunt them down with their bonus weapons. Oh, and Redgar, what a response.
A little too much ham.
A little too much ham.
A little too much ham. Never thought I'd say that. But alas, a little too much ham. But Potter, at the beginning of the round, you mentioned they got to win the bonus. That's going to be spicy. That's where Vikings should, in theory, be able to snowball this into a couple of rounds, get a nice and cozy lead, a comfy lead, if you will, on the first half of Bind. And so far, they're sticking to forecast.
Game plans. Lean into your strengths. I mean, what got you here? Which was your game plan? Which was your discipline? And it was your teamwork. So maybe simmer down on the pushes. I don't think Gambit really need to resort to those sorts of gimmicky plays. I think they can just stick to the basics and ride this one out.
Well, Defo's giving you the finger right now.
Well, we take those sometimes, maybe.
He's already worked his way through showers, already made his way supposedly back there, and with that comes a ton of information. But
so much damage.
They still have to hold sight, right? Like, they know at this point they should have a very good idea that the hit is on to B. Although the spike being on long leaves the door open for the potential of a flip back, either Shutelli or rotating out. Seems like they're mulling over, and this is where Defo taking that space away can prove to be even more valuable than just the information you had initially.
Yeah, but look at Nats. He's done a fantastic job of holding off this top octagon push. Now, he's not quite as healthy. He's lost all of his armor, but the fact that he has that control, it should give them some time to defend this hookah, and things have just come to a stop.
Yeah, and it feels like Vikings haven't quite found the window, right? Like, they're trying, they dropped the Viper's Pit, they're trying to find the spot, whatever it is for them to go, and it just hasn't been right? Like, the wind hasn't blown to just the right space for them to feel confident in their ability to go, and off of that, you're seeing some of this trepidation as they move forward, but now they feel a bit more comfortable. It's been slow, but it's been sure. They're going to get onto the site, trying to spam through the Viper's wall, and off of the Tracers that come off the Vandal, they're able to trade that kill right back. FRZ and GTN get a couple of pieces. Sassy does as well, but Defo has a chance to be the hero for Gambit. He's not even messing with it.
He's just going to tuck tail, back away, and definitely the right call. And what a round from Vikings. You know, I talked about the fact that Nats had that full top octagon control, but Vikings, they revisited it. That was the plan all along. They made their pressure, they made their stand in hookah, cut noise, walk, fell back, and then retook that octagon, and that just bolstered this pinch, this B site hit that came in. I think there was only 20 seconds left on the round. Yeah. I gotta say, I think Shadows definitely probably shouldn't have spammed in that corner. You know, I know he wanted to kill the spike planter, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and then really you got a round on your hands. But
and it was a pretty tasty one, right? Like, you talked about the cut noise, you talked about the slow, creep your way forward, take that space without them knowing preferably.
Oh,
it works. Defo completely changing the script of what we just said. The flash, the dash, the blade storm's not going to find anyone, though.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Gambit want to wait around at all. I mean, it's just been every round relentless. Defo, he's scrimming it right now, man. He's playing, he's having fun. He's got the knives out. Just no cares in the world. The spike will go down, but this sort of fast flank, and with a jet that's this carefree and this aggressive, things can get dangerous real fast, Doug.
Redgar's got a Bucky, too, in U-Haul that he may have a chance with, but I love how...
Good night, FRZ. Let's go, Defo.
Well, and even with that, like, Vikings, they've lost Shower's control, but they had the setup that I think they wanted. They're so careful to make sure nobody's kind of getting sucker punch. Oh, it's not on the back. Not able to land it as Defo gets cleaned up. Redgar takes one for his troubles, but that's it. There's the showstopper. And another unfortunate use of it as it provides no value whatsoever, but Vikings get to 5.
You know what? Good stuff, FRZ. Such a huge kill to be able to put the stop onto Defo there.
This is interesting. There was a dart that hit back showers for Defo to swing out with the op. Didn't get a spot on anything, but the Trailblazer did come through, and that's a whole lot of utility coming your way, my guy. The Hunter's Fury in as well. Defo still trying to stay alive. He dances around all of it and lands the shots onto FRZ anyway. GTN takes space up short. Sucker punches Chronicle and showers. Vikings have found some space to work with on the site, but Gambit refusing to give an inch. They're still healthy enough to be able to fight this thing back. Yeah, the spike went down, but they took control right back. How do they get the defuse? How do they continue to take care of what Vikings have thrown their way? To get this defuse, spike ticking away. It's gonna have to be soon. The flash, the swing, good onto Shados. Only 2 on the side of Vikings remain. Redgar on the tab. At least gets it to half. Sudakas taking care of that. Redgar's gonna stick it.
His suck didn't. Oh no, Sudakas, that's gonna hurt. He thought he got the diffuser off the spike there. As the Sky is keeping those 2 defenders busy in the shower area while the Sova ult is coming down. So many layers for Vikings, and the pressure was on Gambit. Faltered. Beautiful stuff for Vikings.
Defo once again having to play utility simulator as he just dodges around everything that was his way. That time it was a Trailblazer and the Roomba. Counter with the Seekers of their own. But Vikings taking this round a bit slower than what we saw in the past. Yeah,
very much slower. I feel like that those jellies for Shados were pretty early. He definitely felt the pressure on there. Probably gonna miss. What a shot from Saucy.
Redgar's judge. A ratty little spot. If they don't check that 50, they'll get punished. But Vikings leaning towards B, and I mean, they got the opener over towards long, so I also understand you drew the Seekers out from that side after cutting noise. There could be a chance at something, but that flash may have given away some info.
Yeah, unlucky. It just catches Sadak, so that info that you're talking about definitely is going to go over towards the Gambit side. This Hunter's Fury hits the mark. We'll see if he's able to finish off, and he certainly does. Yeah, Vikings, they have to TP. They're going to make their way towards A, right into the hands of Redgar.
Redgar's only got a judge. We mentioned it earlier. He's going to have to take this aggressive angle, and that's exactly what he does. They know he's there. The judge doesn't deliver. Vikings get onto the site. 13 seconds left. Should be able to get the spike down. No ultimates to speak of for anyone else, but there are kills aplenty for Saucy as he gets 3 on the round. It's all down to Nats. If he can get 1, he can maybe make something happen, but doesn't land him. Saucy gets 4. Vikings get to 6. Gambit, they're in trouble.
They are in trouble. You know, we talked about those early, that the judge doesn't come through, but fantastic response for Vikings. That was a 2v3 conversion.
And no timeout.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
Ooh, I like this, though. This isn't rough if they can make it convert. This is exactly the kind of seemingly reckless play that you have to dial up in a situation like this to try to shift momentum back your way. Gambit throw everything in the kitchen sink at him. But off of that, Vikings navigate the waters, teleport out, and they should get onto B for free.
Yeah, and Viper's Pit, Saucy's in a very interesting spot. I mean, if all 3, okay, they're all going to TP, it seems. So Saucy will be able to play the post here, but oh man, as the spike is going down, this retake's already going to, doubling back, okay.
Well, and it was off of that, you mentioned it was Saucy in a great spot. What on earth is going on here?
It's going back and forth. This is tug of war, Doug.
Yeah, look at how the turn's tabled. The spike back on B again after we were there and then we left and then we were there and then we left and now we're back. Spike's down. You've got Saucy in a really good spot there to cut off any rotations if they come in through defender spawn. The Viper's Pit comes through and there's green all over the place. It's like we're watching Nickelodeon in the mid-90s. As both Viper's Pits comes through, Natch drops, and off that is going to fall the Viper's Pit as well. Sadak pushing his way forward through that very same ultimate that we just highlighted. Gambit have a Marshal in the hands of Chronicle into that Viper's Pit. I mean, what do you do? Defo's already fallen. Sadak has got 3 on the round.
Okay.
And Sadak has got 4. He's going to get a chance at the ace. Potentially, unless Saucy's a bad teammate and steals it from him. Yeah, Shados doesn't have time. Sadak, go get the ace, guy. Go get the ace. They give it to him. You saw him walk away to tee him up. An ace for Vikings, an ace for Sadak, and a 7-round first half early on. This and teams kind of flipping things around. What was up? What was down? Who knew? But Vikings are able to deal with the chaos. And an ace helps when things go sideways.
Definitely a little bit. We'll see here. Okay, this might be the first kind of real slow default round that we're seeing out of
both teams, really.
Yeah. I mean, Defo's pretty much been living in attacker spawn, and things are just down to a complete halt. Vikings, they should be able to get this hookah control, and they've already have it. So that should start initiating future map control. I wouldn't be surprised if Vikings do what they did last time, which was revisit this top B octagon area after they leave someone tucked in hookah.
Well, and really, this setup, Potter, is what you were looking for out of Gambit.
Whoa.
Just a couple of rounds ago. The flash, they swing out again. They did not leave B entirely open, though. I don't know that they know that Redgar's there. Redgar's able to take Sadak down, and he damaged 2 other members. They're so weak. He gets the second, not able to land the third, but the damage has been done. You see, there's a little bit done there, but the spike going down. GTN taking elbow control to deal with the defenders that are starting to rotate around. They're going to walk right into his lap. GTN has a chance to go big here for Vikings. Potentially get them to 8. I don't know that Gambit can find a way in. Not easily.
Oh, GTN, this paint shells could potentially be huge. There's that combo. It barely Shadow's just limping away. Now it's a 2 versus 4. The spike is ticking away, but Sudakas, he's got to come up huge here, Doug.
Does. Again, no ultimates. They do have a couple of shock darts in the hands of Saucy. What can you do there? Nothing. Shados is going to get the defuse. He is going to get the defuse. I thought potentially he would have switched over, given it to Defo or someone else, but he's going to get one step closer to bringing the Seekers online. Gambit get the second round.
Kills the lone anchor at B. No help. Nowhere in sight. That's just everything for Gambit in their defense here.
And he almost got a third.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, probably should have got...
Oh,
what?
Okay.
My guy. What is that? Gambit dial up the aggression that we've seen down B long a couple of times, and I mean, Sassy just takes their faces off.
Yeah, he was ready for it, and I mean, he can just meet back up with FRZ. FRZ can definitely top him off here. He'll be healthy. And okay, Redgar's got to judge, and I'm not going to do what you did to him, Doug. I'm not going to do it.
Redgar's got to
judge. Vikings have to be very careful.
Cosmic Divide comes through. Now, surely here, Chronicle is the nuisance.
Oh, no.
Chronicle is not a nuisance. He had a chance to be a nuisance, but he didn't really convert it into much of anything. Redgar and Defo are the only 2 that remain in the 2v5, and Gambit still haven't really found their way out of the gates, it seems like, quite yet. They haven't found the openings that they wanted. They've tried switching things up. It hasn't been from a lack of effort. They just haven't converted where they've needed to.
Yeah. I am wondering if Gambit are making reads and they just so happen to not be the right reads at this moment in time in the server, or if they're practicing or doing things that they did at their boot camp. But it's strange the random pushes that keep happening on this map so far on the defense. I think Bind is one of those maps where you definitely can make things interesting by being aggressive, but it seems like every round almost, besides one, Gambit at push on the defense side, whether it's some random TPs in the mid-round or...
Been regardless of where they push. It hasn't been like, well, B isn't working and you kind of keep running your head out of wall, trying to find some success. It hasn't worked anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Vikings look like they want to be really aggressive at A here. They're already in.
I don't mind. Oh, no. I was going to say the only real, saving grace is if they can maintain Shower's control, there's a chance at something here. Chronicle takes 1 hit, but stays alive otherwise. I think I feel like Gambit are in a really good spot to take this thing back. The flash out, FRZ turns it away, but the sneak bite keeps him at A, at least for now. Defo gets
what a dog.
He's going in. Yeah, doesn't get a second one either. This is what I was talking about, man. The Showers control that they have, if they're able to maintain this, they should be able to reestablish control of the site. The Seekers come out as well. GTN has his hands full, and as you so aptly said, Redgar has a judge.
He's got the judge, and he's able to make that retake happen, Doug. The judge is just too strong. It's just too damn strong. But you mentioned it, Doug, and I'm glad you pointed it out. The fact that even though Vikings made it into the site, they're getting the spike down.
At least get this to 8-4 and then potentially find more success on their attacking half. But for now, they've taken Shower's control. Things haven't changed very much, right? Again, we see the Trailblazer. We see Defo has taken space through Showers. Sudakas almost waiting for it. Oh no, and Sadak is there as well. They've got a really good crossfire setup if they continue to push their way forward. There's that crossfire that I was talking about. Sudakas swings out. Defo gets dropped.
Yeah, Defo, not a trade in sight, not a lick of damage either. Gets taken out, and once again, Gambit on the back foot. Saucy, this timing. Oh, unfortunate for Saucy. Redgar makes the read. Beautiful push to equalize things. That at least gives Gambit some shining light at the end of the tunnel in the last round of this half.
So they've got, you just saw Sadak drop the poison orb down short. The setup is intended to allow you to creep your way up a short without having to give off very much at all. The combination of the wall and the orb gives you just enough cover to make your way forward undetected. That's exactly what they're doing. Now they have the Cosmic Divide coming out as well to split the site
30 seconds left.
in two. They haven't fully breached their way through that yet as GTN gets a spike down. A good flash coming up from Shados. Not able to land any of the shots. Sadak is, however, has the numbers advantage still in favor of Vikings.
What a flash, what a play. I thought that would be everything, but Sadak is just so ready. Redgar, that's crispy. He's gonna need at least another.
Yeah, and the showstopper out from GTN, I was about to mention it. He's able to really just use that to zone. Nats doesn't really have anywhere to go. He's got to buy time for Redgar to make a play. That's exactly what he does. Redgar's gotten 3 on the round. This is still doable, but they're going to have to get on the horse. They're going to have to do something quick. You have so much Astro utility littered around the spike. That's exactly what happens. Redgar's 4th. The gravity well, Redgar's 5th. You asked for a spike, Potter. That very well may be it. He's got to get the defuse, though, first.
Oh. Okay, 2.65, we're good. That sounded a lot closer in my ears than it actually was. My goodness, incredible stuff for Gambit. That didn't look possible, Doug. That did. I kind of already checked out in that.
Up across A. That's not where most of the players are.
Yeah, they're not. The spike is, however, outside towards the shower area. Beautiful molly. That's gonna, well, I say it's slowing down Defo, but not Defo. He's gonna go and hop, skip, jump right over it, and that sort of map control early, that's everything.
Yeah, mere mortals, you're right, that slows them down. But you've got
but
Defo.
Not Defo.
And
yeah,
Defo is constructed abnormally, apparently, as he just makes his way in through, and they've taken Hookah control. But they haven't gone much further than that. A heavy stack towards B seems to be the play.
Yeah, and FRZ right now is just jump spotting. The jig is up though. Shados has definitely figured that one out, and looks like all of Gambit are rendezvousing back towards B here. Yeah, this is looking like it's just going to be a full-on B hit here, Doug, because none of the Gambit members have anyone back towards A. They can't make a TP back.
Gotta go, no place is safe. The options are limited. Defo taking care of Sadak. Elbow control drops as well as Vikings fall shortly thereafter. Shock darts coming through, but the spike should go down, although that was certainly painful. And they may have an opening in this room, but up close. Oh, GTN's utility opens things up. Back for Vikings. Redgar and Chronicle left alone. Yes, the spike was down, but can they hold it? Can they keep them at bay? You've got a Ghost and full armor on the side of Redgar. So he's healthy enough to make something happen, and they don't know that he's there. He's been so tagged up, though. The swing had to be there from Chronicle, and there it was. Chronicle gets a second. Chronicle needs one more to win the round. The classic swinging around the corner. You gotta land the shots, but no! It's Sudakas who wins the pistol for Vikings.
What a pistol round. This might have been the most back and forth pistol round I've seen so far at Champions. My goodness. At any moment, either team, unlucky.
Unlucky.
Unlucko malucko.
I'm sorry, but what?
A force buy.
Nice, change it.
We gotta change the subject really fast, really fast.
Gambit, as you said, force up. This time, Ruva not nearly as successful. Defo off the dart, finds the kill. Beautiful setup out from Gambit.
Yeah, the spike should be going down here now, and Defo, he's looking like he's loosening up, man. No, wait. Okay, Sudakas is able to run and gun with the Spectre of his own. He finds 3. And now just like that, there's 4 members alive. That's a good flank for Redgar, a nice response. But the spike gets ticking away, Doug.
We've been here before. Vikings. Okay. Man, it looks like they're going to do it again. The tap. Shados has to make something happen, and he tried to pop a flash to swing out and cause problems, but Saucy's able to clean that up, so Vikings get to 10. Gambit, they lost the pistol, they rolled the die, right? Like they invested, try to find something with that force up, nothing doing.
Yeah, nothing doing indeed. And you know, Vikings, they're...
In Gambit, we talked about their slow start in the previous map, and they finally caught up, but it seems like that is not, well, it certainly hasn't been the case, and we question whether or not they are going to be able to get out of this rut in the second half of fine. Gambit down big, and this is, you know, we're feeling the implications, Potter, of that force up last round. Now, if someone's watching who may have not watched a ton of Valorant in their day or is relatively new to the game, Potter, break down some of that economy difference for me, right? So you lose the pistol, but then you buy and things go south. What are the implications of this?
Well, the implications are that you broke. You broke, and it's no joke. I think the bonus topic, it's still a tricky one, right? I mean, I think even there are scenarios right now where in the second round, you still win, but only 2 of you survive, and in the very next round, you're up 2-0, but you can't afford a single weapon. You can't afford utility. You barely have, what, 20, I believe it's 3,200 to your name. Wait a minute. What is happening here, Doug? All of a sudden, we're looking at 2 versus 2.
Nats is happening, and Shados is happening. Nats has already gotten 3 on the round.
30
Shados,
seconds left.
or excuse me, Nats got 2 and Shados got 1. He still has to rotate and get the spike back, though.
Oh, but they're gonna
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna walk right into Nats. He's got that Bulldog. The Bulldog good for 1!
ADS.
The snake bite to delay entry in from pipes. That should give Shados enough time to get the spike
10
down.
seconds left.
And the poison herb as well. How have they gotten this far? It was off the sheriffs that we were just talking about. They've gotten Gambit to this point. FRZ, nothing doing. Nats gets 4 with that Bulldog that he found throughout the round to get Gambit to 5. And now this economy conversation that we were just getting, we're just off of that. They invested, right? They bought up big. But they now have full rifles. Vikings do not have the same luxury. They only have the Stinger in the hands of Sadak, and they have that Cosmic Divide to work with. We're seeing some of that aggressive space taken away, out from Hookah to contest what's happening in Sand. There's nobody home. And off of that, I wonder if they fully rotate off. Saucy showing, hey man, I can do it with the Sheriff too.
Oh, and I like this move. I like this move coming in from Vikings. You know, they did some sort of aggression in the beginning right off the barriers towards B. Now all members are beelining it towards A. They're just going to have a full 5-man stack, and this is looking like the right call.
Potter, I think Gambit might flip off of this. You see Redguard, he's still playing back in spawn. Yeah, there go. So all of their presence on A and the utility that they invested manipulates the rotations over from Vikings.
TP.
Again, vintage Gambit, and that's going to allow them to get into B quietly. But as you said, Vikings playing around TP, understanding that, hey, the hit isn't here, there should be an opening for you to flip back. They could take it that way.
Shados. This Shados kill is going to be everything. Look, he's only got 13 HP to his name. This spike is going to go down, no problem at all. And the timing with Shados, the communication here, it's got to be top-notch to be able to get Shados a flank going and get these easy free kills in the back.
I like Gambit taking elbow control here. That's exactly where the remaining members of Vikings are. The flash is there. That's going to give the position away, but they swing out into it anyway, and Redguard lines them up and knocks them down. He gets 3 on the round there, and with that, Gambit are still in a spot to win this dang thing. Vikings just down to 2. Sonic's going to get the timing just right as he gets 2 of his own. Shadow's left alone. You talked about his 13 HP. That's all Gambit have left in this round. You see the tap coming out from Saucy. I don't know that they know where Shados is. I don't know that they know where he is. But Sadak lands the shots anyway. A thrifty round win, seemingly back-to-back fashion. Those Sheriffs, you can't count them out.
You can't count them out. You can never. But the fact that Redgar and his Sova, both at elbow, were so focused on spawn to tee up Shados for that frag, they forgot about flank.
Cosmic Divide, Defo with the dash. He's been spotted.
Welcome to my
And continue. So here the Viper's pick coming out as well as the spike goes down, and this one's going to be much faster and much messier than we've seen. You've got Redgar still playing, making sure there's nobody working the flank out from Sand, but all of the action, all of the attention is on the site, and once again, we find dueling Viper's pits as the Cosmic Divide comes out as well. Every single ultimate, or seemingly every single ultimate coming out. And of course, through all of that, it's the nade that gets the first. The showstopper there, they want to go. You can tell they want to go. He checks the corner. He's able to land it on the Shadows. Natch drops as well, courtesy of his friend Chronicle. But the same Chronicle, you're going to have to make up for what just happened there. And he's going to get a chance at it. The Hunter's Fury, but he pulls off of it. He's got to stay alive. He's not able to. GTN gets 3. Vikings get to 12. That was probably the most chaotic round I've ever seen.
Oh no, Gambit! Straight at Defo. This is a broken buy for Gambit coming into this last round. At least he's got the Blade Storms on his back. Gambit have to do a really good job at baiting out Saucy's Hunter's Fury here, right? It looks like Gambit have been leaning more towards this A than anything else, and that's exactly where Saucy is. We'll see how Gambit respond. They have the showers control now, though.
Flashed on long, out from FRZ, and now the Trailblazer as well. You've got Redgar. Oh. They do check him. They spot him out. His position's been given away. But Redgar naturally just stays there. Now he rotates away. And for Gambit, you know, given we're considerably far into the round now, they haven't found a ton of space yet. They haven't found a ton of room to work with her in opening at all.
Yeah, and this is a fake, but just a Sky alone with the fake.
Yeah,
look at the rotations. I mean, as the fake comes through, the two members of Vikings were rotating back towards B. They had the right read, but for some reason they went back towards A.
Defo's gotta land those. Defo's gotta land those. That's the win condition, is that Blade Storm in this broken by situation. And Defo isn't able to land any of it while his teammates fall as well. Chronicle's the only one who remains healthy here in the round for the side of Gambit, as Vikings, their defenses are bolstered. Oh boy, okay. We'll avoid that. That didn't happen. But they still have such good numbers. Shados has to make something happen. He's not going to do it. Map 1 was not enough. Map 2 was not enough to decide what's happening here. We're going to map 3.
Holy moly. And it was so dominant, so decisive on this bind. The attack, fantastic. Saucy has made some incredible calls. You know, we talked about the fact that those A pinches were so deadly. The Hunter's Fury comboed with that raise, just beelining it, satcheling into short A.